communication towards you, maybe kind of putting their logic over their heart, where they don't really, talk so much or express so much of their feelings. Let's see what else. How do they act towards you? And then we have the Seven of Swords. Okay, so that can even be very avoidant type of energy, anxious avoidant, running away, pulling away. It could even be, kind of being a little bit deceptive in a way that their energy towards you feels deceiving. It just feels off, like you just feel that something's not right with this person, to the point where they could run away, like I said, detach themselves. But yeah, I'm feeling kind of very confused because this Ten of Cups energy, 1 minute acting like they're good, they're happy, they're into you, and then the next minute, as soon as maybe things get intense, this person just kind of pulls away and runs away. And it may kind of give you the impression through their actions that they don't really, do they even care about this connection? So I can see where that can be something very confusing. So we also have Gemini, Libra, Aquarius, we've got Pisces, and then we also have Cancer energy. Okay, so let's take a quick look at what their actual feelings are, right? What are their actual feelings towards you, pile? 1. So what are their actual feelings towards you? Okay, so we do have the Fool. What are their actual feelings towards you? We have a Justice. What are their actual feelings towards you? We have the Five of Pentacles. We have the Devil. What are their actual feelings? And then we also have the Nine of Wands. Okay. So I feel like a lot of what is kind of happening within this person, within themselves, is very reflective of how this person's actions are towards you. Sometimes where you could think, wow, like why their feelings and their actions are complete opposite. But I feel like I see the reason that your person is acting that way. Okay. We're starting off with the Fool energy here, and the Fool is about taking the risk, taking a leap of faith, and allowing for unlimited potential, unlimited possibilities. The Fool is also a very free-spirited energy, so it could be that this person is someone who enjoys their freedom, or if they are, if there's enjoy being single. But what I'm kind of getting here, because we do have the Devil here, the Devil can be about attachment, codependency, addictions, any type of doubts, fears that this person might have that are kind of holding them back, self-limiting beliefs. They could associate, let's just say, commitment with, I'm going to feel trapped, I'm going to feel stuck. As we're seeing in this Devil card, there are these little cages that are up here. So it could be that this person sees that they feel that commitment or connection with you could be something that is restricted, that it could be something that's holding them back from the freedom that they might be wanting to have in their life. I'm also seeing the Nine of Wands energy here, which is very guarded energy. It's definitely very wounded. And so it could be why this person, maybe with the Queen of Swords energy here, is so protective over their heart space that they have a hard time letting their guard down, right? They may have the guard up through here, avoidant, running away, pulling away, detached, withdrawn, rejecting you, pushing you away, and then other times kind of like acting like they're good, they're happy, it's a good time being around you, spending time with you. But then the Five of Pentacles energy here, it could literally be that this person, their feelings are a fear of abandonment, right? They could have an abandonment wound that they are dealing with that they have not healed yet. It can also be that this person's feelings are wanting to reject or wanting to shut you out, push you away. Okay. And I feel like this person definitely has some fears, right? That they're going to be stuck in a connection. What else am I seeing here? We also have the Justice card here. So it's kind of like this person is trying to really kind of weigh their options between what their heart is telling them versus what the logic is telling them, their logical, rational mind. And if they are someone who's, wounded from a previous relationship, that could be why they feel that they almost kind of like, I'm getting kind of like this vibe where this person feels like they have to maybe, I don't feel like it's doing it on purpose, but almost like hurt you before you hurt them. Because there's already this very wounded energy that's here. And, this energy of shutting you out, pushing away, type of energy here. So I do want to clarify this energy just a little bit to kind of look a little bit deeper into the person's feelings. So let's see. Why is the Justice card here? Then we have the Ace of Pentacles. Okay. So it's kind of like this person going back and forth trying to make a decision about whether or not they want to have something that is solid or tangible with you, meaning the beginning or start of a relationship, right? And with the Fool, I kind of feel like part of them feels that they want to just take the risk. They want to just take that leap of faith, but this Devil energy is something that is kind of keeping this person stuck, maybe in an illusion that, that a commitment or a relationship is something that is going to make them feel bound, restricted in some way. So let's see. Why is the Devil here? And we have the Queen of Pentacles, right? So there's already these fears of commitment that this person has, right? They may feel that they want to nurture the connection, that they think about commitment with you, but just kind of being afraid there. Why is the Five of Pentacles here? Okay, we also have the Page of Swords. So I'm also getting that your person has a difficult time. I'm getting that there's also a fear of loss here. Okay, this person fears losing you. You end up rejecting them. You end up leaving them. You end up pushing them away. So it's almost like a way of this person's kind of like maladaptive coping that this person has, right? As soon as things get intense, they run away, they pull away. And I feel like this person has a difficult time really kind of opening up and expressing what it is that they truly feel. And I definitely feel like there's this fear of loss, this energy of despair or not having you, being without you. Let's see. Why is the Nine of Wands here? We also have the King of Swords. Yeah, just a very guarded type of energy coming from this person, like them trying to think logically about things because there's I feel like such deep wounding here with your person that fear is something that is really blocking them from connecting into their heart space here. Why is the Fool energy here? And then we also have the Three of Pentacles. Okay. Yeah, so, and I'm looking at this Three of Pentacles here. What is this little thing? Okay, it looks like some type of little musical instrument here. But I noticed that in the center of this little music thing, it has a little crank on it, that there's a heart in here. The Three of Pentacles is about building a solid foundation, coming together with someone, working with someone to build something, collaboration, networking, right? That type of energy. And with the Fool, it's kind of like this person's feelings are, I want to do this, And I feel like it's like maybe this person feels like understanding their own feelings or something that are very complicated, you know, lots of moving parts. I'm looking at how in the side this heart, there's a bunch of these little gears here, right? A bunch of these little gears. So it could be that them also trying to understand their own feelings are very complicated because they may build that wall up so high that they don't even understand what it is that they're feeling here. But part of them is saying, you know, I want to take the risk to come forward and build something with you because I do have feelings. They're in the hair, they're in there. And I'm even seeing this little, I don't even know what it is, like a rabbit dog. It kind of reminds me of that movie from the 80s, and I can't remember. What is it? The Never Ending Story? That's kind of what this little animal reminds me of. But if you notice, he's got a little muzzle around his mouth, right? So in some way, it's kind of like your person is restricted from being able to speak their truth or to speak their feelings to you, trying to understand, trying to shed light on them, you know? So yeah, that's kind of what I'm feeling here. It's like this person could be someone who's very detached, I feel like, from their heart space, very afraid of commitment, afraid of loss. Commitment phobia is also something that I'm getting here. Okay, so let's add in our oracle messages here. We're going to start up here with their actions. Okay. And we've already seen rejection up there, withdrawal, guarded, avoidant, deceptive, right? It could be that this person is may even kind of feel like they're keeping you, for some of you can feel like this person is acting like they're stringing you along, and it makes you feel that way because at one point they act like they're, you know, good with the connection, and other times distanced. Okay, so how are they acting towards you? Pal number one, how are they acting? Wow. Okay. So we have long journey here, and it says depletion, exhaustion, and fatigue. So this is kind of like the Ten of Wands in the tarot. And the Ten of Wands energy is when we feel burden, we feel heaviness, we feel stress, we feel like we've got a lot on our plate, we feel like maybe they're acting like, I don't know, if they're acting like they're put out by things, by having to respond or to have to give attention to the connection. I'm also getting this as the way that they're acting is holding themselves back. Okay, holding themselves back from you. So let's see what else. How are they acting towards you? Taiwan, how are they acting? Okay, so we have illuminate here, and it says clarity, honest, and truth. Okay? And being that we do have the Queen of Swords, the Queen of Swords is all about, you know, honesty, directness, being straightforward, speaking truth. But to me, because we do have the Seven of Swords right around that, it could be that this person is avoiding being honest, avoiding, you know, the truth that they feel, you know, shedding light on the situation about how there are these differences between the actions that they're showing you and also what they're feeling kind of like inside, right? Maybe saying straight out to you, hey, you know what? I do have fears surrounding commitment, and tell you that straight out. You know, maybe we take things a little bit slower, or I'm someone who's still healing from past wounds, right? So let's see what else. How are they acting? Okay, so we have secret admirer, and look at that, suppression, shyness, resistance, right? So it's kind of like around you, this person is acting like you can tell that they're interested, but yet they're suppressing these feelings, and you can feel that. You know, you can feel based off of a person the way they look at you, their body language, the way that you can pick up on their energy, especially if you're very, you know, intuitive and you notice other people's patterns of behavior, you notice the tone in their voice, you notice the way that they're looking, or, you know, something about it. You can pick up on the energy. So it's like, you know, based off of their actions, that this person is definitely holding back, right? They're resisting what it is they're feeling, making things, I feel like, almost more complicated than they really need to be. So let's see what else. What are their actions? Connection. Okay, so we have unity, we also have deep love and soulmate. So for some of you, it could maybe this person tells you, hey, you know what? I feel like we are soulmates, or I feel that we have a connection here, right? And I really like you. But you can tell that there's just something in some way this person holding themselves back. So okay, so we also have not enough here, and it says lacking confidence, self-sabotaging, ego and fear, and also frustrations. Okay, so it could be that maybe this person, their actions are showing you that they are purposefully sabotaging the connection, or that they're allowing their ego and fear, that devil energy, to get in the way, right? Maybe they're acting frustrated because they're maybe not talking about their feelings, expressing them, or they're still trying to understand what it is that they're feeling, or to even allow themselves to feel comfortable enough to let the guard down. Okay, so let's look at how they feel. And we're going to do this down here at the bottom. So how do they actually feel towards you? Okay, so we have unveiling here, and it says unexpected confessions and justification. Okay, so that they're feeling that they want to express these feelings to you. Okay, the feelings are in there. Like I said, it could be that they're really hidden and they're really complicated with what is going on in your person's mind and heart, but they're here. Okay, let's see what else. How do they actually feel towards you? We have limbo, right? Feeling like they're kind of in limbo right now, maybe because they haven't opened up, they haven't said anything, they haven't talked about it. How do they feel? We have awakening here, and it says a realization, an epiphany, understanding, right? So it could be that they're awakening to the truth of what their feelings really are, and maybe feeling like the way they feel towards you is in limbo because they have not come forward to, talk about it, talk about their fears, the illusions that are kind of keeping them stuck. We also have why, and it says puzzled, confusion, and also unclear. How do they actually feel? And then we have cautious, okay? Apprehensive, guarded, and afraid. Let's see what else. Let's look at their feelings again. What are their feelings? How do they actually feel towards you? We have the phone call, and it says expression of interest, wanting to talk, and communication is the key. How do they actually feel? We have old school. Okay, it says old-fashioned thinking, takes dating seriously, and also takes things slow. How do they actually feel? And then we have the main lady. It says they have chosen no interference and focus on one person, right? So it could be saying that Spirit is saying this person's feelings are all about you, right? Regardless of your gender, even though this is named lady here. But it's like you are the person that is on their mind, in their heart. They're focused on just you, right? Their heart is connected to you. So let's see what else. We have risky journey, right? So they're feeling that maybe opening up to you is something that is risky for them, right? Because of these old wounds that are here, the fears. Okay. They actually feel it. And then we have manifesting here. Okay. Manifesting, and I want to see what this person is trying to manifest, but it looks like they're wanting this connection just to be able to get beyond those fears. Okay, so we do have the Four of Swords, which is this person is manifesting clarity, peace of mind, right? So they can feel and see clearly what's in their heart, what it is that they really want here. Contemplation, okay? We do have the High Priestess, and then we have the Nine of Swords in reverse. So they're manifesting being able to let go of the anxiety, of the fears, of the worries, and just kind of bring their mind to a state of calm. Okay? The Nine of Swords, when it's in the upright, this is filled with anxiety, filled of worrying, filled with the stressful kind of getting yourself all worked up for nothing, right? And the Four of Swords is going to be that calm mind. The Nine of Swords in reverse is when we finally are able to put our mind to rest, right? Where we no longer have to just think, overanalyze, overthinking things. And the High Priestess is, in order for us to, because the High Priestess is all about intuition. Okay, it's our inner knowing. It's about us listening to our inner compass. So if we've got all of this anxiety going on, guess what? Our intuition is not going to be clear. It's going to be blocked. It's not going to be where we can perceive things clearly. So this is important for your person with trying to manifest the peace of mind that they need to be able to kind of get those fears out of the way so that they can put forth the focus on you and the connection and actually have enough courage to be able to talk to you about their feelings. And I'm seeing the King of Pentacles underneath the deck, right? And I think that we have the Queen under here somewhere. I don't want to mess everything up though. But yeah, I remember we saw the Queen of Pentacles under here, right? There she is right there with the Devil. Okay. So what I want to do, I want to look at what is coming next, okay, for this connection. We already see right here where your person is trying to manifest clarity, letting go of anxiety. You know, it's almost like, please just let me get past my own mind, the self-sabotaging thoughts that I have, the fears that I have, the worries, the insecurities, because this all feels risky with putting my heart out there, right? Holding back. And it's almost like, as much as they try to stay guarded and push the feelings away, the feelings are there, right? They need to really come forward and talk to. We have unveiling here, unexpected confessions and justification with the communication here, right? The phone call, being able to reveal that to you. So let's look at what you can expect next. What's coming next for this connection here? Okay, so what is coming next for this connection for pile number one? What is coming next? Okay, so we have the Five of Pentacles, okay, which for some of you, this Five of Pentacles is reflective of abandonment, right? This person shutting you out. Let's see, what else? Rejection. What is coming next for this connection for pile one? We have the Ace of Wands. Okay, so remember, we've got this person here who's got this fear, who's got the anxieties. It could be self-sabotaging. They need to kind of move beyond these fears that are keeping them stuck in order to be able to fix this, right? The Ace of Wands energy here is talking about a spark, a potential, things being reignited between the two of you. So some of you, it could be that you are on the receiving end of abandonment, rejection, this person shutting you out, pushing you away, right? Suppressing things. And then things kind of get reignited between the two of you again. Let's see, what is coming next for this connection? We have the Two of Pentacles. So some of you, it could be that this person, as they're kind of working through this, that they are, I feel like, trying to juggle, for some of you, trying to juggle the connection, trying to get things in order, prioritize things. It could be even for some of you, the Two of Pentacles could still be that same back and forth, hot and cold type of energy that you feel from this person. What is coming next? We have the World. Okay. So that could be some type of ending for this cycle that's been happening between you and this person. of the mixed energy that you could be getting from them. So let's see what else, what is coming next for this connection. The Fool. Okay, so we like that. What is coming next? Three of Swords. Okay. Six of Wands. And we have the King of Cups. Okay. King of Cups. And let's see. The Ace of Cups. Okay. So yes, I feel like this is where we're looking at is the ending of this cycle of this person being hot and cold, mixed feelings, back and forth. The abandonment here, that this person is actually working on healing. Okay, healing the connection between you, them. There's also this element of self-love, right? Them really focusing on healing themselves so that they can be more emotionally mature, emotionally available for you. And I'm seeing the Knight of Cups at the bottom. Okay, so this looks like to me, like I said, ending of the cycle that you guys have gone through with this inconsistent type of behavior from this person, where they've been allowing those fears to kind of get in the way, and this person actually coming forward here with the King of Cups to be more emotionally mature about the expression of their feelings. And then we have the Ace of Cups energy here. So the Ace of Cups is an opportunity for a new beginning in love. For some of you, that Ace of Cups can be a reconciliation, or that, you know, this person is able to move beyond the disappointment or the pain that they've experienced, the suffering, right? It's all about healing with the Three of Swords, because this is heartache, this is pain. For some of you, separation. You guys have been separated from this person. And so with the Six of Wands, the Six of Wands is about a victory, an achievement, a milestone, being able to, you know, have something to celebrate here. And to me, with this King of Cups, much more emotionally mature type of energy. And then with us having the Knight of Cups at the bottom, to me, it's that what you can expect next for this connection is this person actually coming forward to give you some type of offer here. Okay, and I'm seeing the page right underneath that, Page of Swords, which is communication. Okay, so it could be receiving a call, text message, some type of communication of this person expressing their feelings to you more openly. Okay, which is a positive thing here. So let's see what else. Let's get some oracle cards to close this reading out. What is coming next for this connection for pile 1? What is coming next? We have opposites attract. Okay, so that could be, even if you don't really feel like opposite hints, but it could be that your energy is coming together. Okay, we also have leaving the past here, right? This person deciding to leave the past behind, whatever's happened, whatever they've gone through. If you have a history with this person, it could be closing out that cycle, right? Letting it go. Leaving past patterns of behavior behind. What is coming next for this connection? We have waiting. And then we also have a celebration, okay? And that is what we're seeing here with the Six of Wands. And I'm seeing it as your person coming forward here with the King of Cups, Ace of Cups, Knight of Cups, okay? It's like finally making headway, finally being able to kind of move past this. Yes, there's maybe a little bit of a wait for some of you, okay? As I am seeing the abandonment, or this person may be separated from you, okay? But I almost feel like with the waiting and the celebration here, that this is Spirit saying it's worth the wait. Okay, it's worth being patient with this situation, with this person, looking at how the wounds are there, the anxiety, the fear this person has about commitment, about opening their heart up. Okay, so I'm going to leave it here for you, pile number 1. I hope this reading was helpful for you guys, and I will see you in the next one. Hi, Pile 2. So for those of you that resonated with the Tarot in Wonderland, this is going to be your reading today, and we are finding out what is coming next for your connection, how your person acts versus how they actually feel. So their actions versus their feelings. Okay, the pile 2, let's take a look. We're going to start off with how they act towards you first, and then we'll look deeper into what they actually feel towards you. So how does your person act towards you, pile 2? How do they act towards you? Okay, so we have the Knight of Cups. How do they act towards you? We have the Emperor. And 4 of Pentacles. Okay, so I'm already seeing like this person acting like they are wanting this connection. We have the Knight of Cups here. If you look at this knight, he is bringing forth this beautiful cup here, you know, leading him forward on his horse, you know, that is open, receptive to love. Okay, the Emperor is also someone who is looking towards, you know, serious commitment. There's someone who's very grounded, very stable. But then we've got this little 4 of Pentacles. And if you look at this little guy, he is inside the teapot and he's hiding in there. Okay, so it could be that this person is someone who does kind of give you some mixed signals where they act like they're super invested into this connection. But then at the same time, maybe nothing changes. Okay, the 4 of Pentacles is also maybe this person acts like as much as they want commitment and they want something with you, expressing heart, expressing feelings. Sometimes it could even be that they kind of don't talk about them. Okay, because we're seeing where the Knight of Cups would be very charming, very romantic, very out there with the expression of interest towards you. The Emperor is going to be more so a more disciplined, stoic type of energy where they may not, you know, come forward with it. And the best way that I explain that to you is the Emperor represents an archetype of a very masculine energy, one that is very kind of like a father, right? And when you think about the traditional archetype of the differences between a mother, which is very nurturing, very loving, right? And then the archetype of a father, which is more disciplinary, more structured, right? Not really, you know, talking about feelings and emotions and getting all mushy and everything like that. Whereas the Knight of Cups is out there, charming, sweep you off your feet, romantic, loving, all of those things. So many of you might kind of feel different facets kind of this person's energy towards you coming out in their actions. And then with the 4 of Pentacles, it can even be that there is, you know, the person not really changing the status of what your connection is with them. They could be being afraid. They could be holding themselves back. They could be afraid to take the risk by going into commitment is also what I'm seeing there. The way that this little guy looks like he's hiding in the teapot. So let's see what else. How do they act towards you? We have the Sun. And let's get one more. Okay, and then we also have the 8 of Cups and also the World energy. Okay. So I'm already kind of feeling like this person's actions towards you are kind of putting you all over the place with trying to understand what this person is, what is really going on with them. Because these are some pretty different energies where this person could be all about you, you know, feeling really happy, everything's going good, everything's going fine, and then this person acts detached, pulled away, okay, with that 8 of Cups energy. Choosing to walk away, and this may even, and maybe even kind of just cutting things off with the World energy here, ending things. For some of you, it can be creating distance, or maybe for some of you, there is distance between you and this person. It could be like a long distance connection for some of you. Okay, but yeah, to me, the actions here are just kind of stagnancy, like the things not progressing and moving forward. For some of you, can even be talking about commitment, talking about relationship, talking about, you know, getting married. For some of you can even have that conversation, like, you know, how would our future be, talking about that with a person, but then at the same time there's something that is coming between the two of you, right, blocking it. or this person is acting afraid here. Okay. So we've got some Cancer, Scorpio, Pisces. We also have some strong Aries, Leo, Scorpio, Aquarius, Taurus energy here, Capricorn, Pisces. Okay, so let's look at what this person's actual feelings are and see how their actual feelings differ from the actions that they're showing you. Now, if this doesn't really kind of align with what you're experiencing from your person, then you should probably choose a different pile. Bye. Okay, so what are their actual feelings towards you, pile 2? Now, and I'm getting to, like, with this sun energy here, they could be acting like they're happy, they feel content, they feel fulfilled, they feel complete, they feel so much joy, right? But then other times just kind of cut off with the expression of those feelings, sometimes showing you, I'm all into you, and then other times not so much. So what are they actually feeling towards you, pile 2? We have the 2 of Pentacles. What are they actually feeling towards you? 9 of Swords. Okay. So we've got some fear here, anxiety, sleepless nights, dreams, nightmares, waking them up in the middle of the night. The 2 of Pentacles energy is mixed feelings, hot and cold, right? With what they're feeling towards you. What are their actual feelings? The Tower. Okay. Interesting. Let's see what else. What are their actual feelings? We've got the 2 of Swords and the 3 of Swords. 2 of Swords, 3 of Swords. Okay. So, some of you with the 3 of Swords, this is talking about separation. Maybe some type of separation, breakup. The 2 of Swords is definitely feeling very confused. I feel like this person is kind of in their head about things, right? And them be in their head is kind of maybe making it difficult for them to really kind of get in touch, in tune with their heart space here. Okay, the 2 of Swords is that energy of maybe even denial, being in denial, not facing the truth, not facing reality of what it is that they're really feeling. The 3 of Swords can even talk about disappointment, really feeling disappointed about something. I am seeing the moon underneath the deck. So with the moon energy here, it could be that there is a lot of your person kind of suppressing their feelings. Okay, suppression, fears, irrational fears, anxiety that is coming through with this person. And with the Tower energy here, it can be that there has been maybe even a lot of destructive type of energy, chaotic energy surrounding their feelings, trying to understand them. The Tower can even be, maybe even something that major that has happened between the 2 of you, that, a sudden breakup, a sudden ending, that this person may have made. I feel like this person feels conflicted here about maybe what their true feelings really are. But I definitely feel like with that mood energy, it's like this person kind of keeping everything inside. So I want to clarify their feelings a little bit more. I do feel like I said this person is in their head about things, having mixed feelings here with the 2 of Pentacles, back and forth, hot and cold, which is kind of what we're seeing here happen with their actions, right? Like I said, sometimes feeling all about you, romantic, everything's beautiful, amazing, wonderful, and then it's stagnant, detached, ending things, pulling away from you. Okay, so let's look at this 2 of Pentacles. We have Temperance. Okay. So with Temperance energy, as far as your person's feelings, I feel like this person does see that you guys do have a very balanced relationship. You balance each other out. We'll see what else. Why is the 9 of Swords here? Judgment. Okay. So we also have Scorpio, Sagittarius energy here, Pisces again. What is the Tower here? Okay, so we have the Five of Swords. Yeah, some of you, there could have been some type of conflict. I am feeling this person may also have a tendency to self-sabotage things. This person's also very guarded with their heart space. Some of you could have had some type of fight, argument, some type of disruption with your connection here. Okay. Let's see. Why is the Two of Swords here? Six of Swords. Yeah, I'm feeling there was something here that happened between you and this person. This could have been something that really changed the dynamic in your connection with this person for some of you. This person could be feeling anxious about whether or not to bring about renewal of this connection for some of you. Especially if there was like a breakup, separation, forgiveness could also be a thing. Like if you guys had some really not so nice things to say to each other that caused some type of breakup or conflict between the two of you. Some of you, it is something that happened between the two of you. Others of you with that Five of Swords, it could be external conflict, other people being involved. For other of you, the Five of Swords is self-sabotage, like this person's sabotaging. Okay, let's see why this Three of Swords energy is here. We have the Ace of Wands. This person feels a lot of chemistry with you, a lot of attraction. And then we also have the Eight of Wands here. Yeah, I feel like this person may also fear about things moving too fast, moving too quickly. Okay. I feel like this person is wanting to move beyond the drama, the heartache, the challenges that may even be happening within them, the conflict happening within them. Okay. So let's look at our oracle. We're going to start off with the actions first, how they act. How are they acting towards you? Pile 2, how are they acting? Okay, so we have escalate here, abrupt, rapid, and surge. So to me, that is about something that's happening maybe very quickly, something moving fast. How are they acting? We have coffee cup here. And it says meeting and talking, savoring the moment, feeling elevated, building friendship, right? So maybe it is that they're showing you differences here in the connection where they talk to you, they call you, they reach out to you. Things feel like they're kind of moving ahead. How are they acting? Silence, stillness, no words, frozen. So some of you could be no contact, talking to you and then disappearing, right? Or maybe talking to you and then not really talking about anything further, like where is it going? Let's see. How are they acting? We also have falling apart here. Despair, hopeless, and also sinking. How are they acting? Cleansing energy, healing, detox, and also purification. So they could even be showing you in some way through their actions that they could be going through something, right? Where they don't act like themselves. Okay, so let's see. How do they actually feel towards you? We have a sidetracked, okay, change, delays, and being distracted by something, right? How they actually feel. We have Cupid's arrow. Have faith, love is coming, surprise invitation, and struck by love. So the feelings are here, right? But there can also be something here with the sidetrack that is kind of distracting this person's attention away. Okay? Especially with this tower energy. The tower can sometimes be something that is outside of our control. Okay? Because it is something that's happening by divine intervention. And these could be things that are kind of happening in your person's life that are just kind of going on. So let's see. What are their feelings towards you? We have shifting here. Change of perspective and attitude and outlook towards you, towards the connection. What are their feelings? We also have finality here. And it says goodbyes, farewells, and endings. Okay? So for some of you, if there was some type of argument, fight, disagreement, breakup, something like that, it could have been that their feeling was to end things, to walk away, to end the relationship. And then we also have making amends here, and it says plans, an opportunity, and a second chance. So for some of you, they're feeling, like I said, there could be separation here, breakup, troubles, upheaval, chaotic energy happening in your connection with this person, that part of them feels maybe I should just end things. Part of them says maybe I should, mend things with pile number 2. Let's give our connection another chance. So it kind of feels like very kind of back and forth with this person, with what their feelings are. And then we also have intimidated here, and it says unapproachable, frightened, and also out of your league, right? So there may even be kind of like this element of self-sabotage that we were seeing with the Five of Swords, because the Five of Swords is about self-sabotage. It is when we're literally kind of stuck in our head with a lot of negative thoughts that are kind of blocking us, and we feel defeated. We feel like we cannot move beyond those self-limiting beliefs that we have. And so this person could feel like they're not good enough, right? Allowing ego to get in the way. So yeah, to me, it's kind of like on one side we have love, and then the other side we have finality here, where your person's attitude changed towards the connection. And that's probably where we have the Two of Pentacles here. It's going back and forth, weighing your options here, trying to make some type of decision. I feel like your person trying to understand their feelings and their emotions here. Okay. Let's see. What else? Let's look at their feelings a little more to understand them. What are their feelings here? New direction. What other feelings here? And for some of you, it could be maybe this person feels like you guys need to go your separate ways, right? We have hurtful behaviors here. So it could be that this person is not in the best headspace to be able to treat you or the connection in the good way, right? We have new direction here, and the hurtful behavior could have been something you guys had towards each other. It could be that this person is someone who had, that they're, I don't know, to me this looks like this guy, he's got his horn on his head, but he's also got this, thing with spikes on it here. So it makes me feel like this person is still very guarded. They could be focusing on moving in a new direction in their life. What are their feelings here? And we have wait and see, right? Wait and see how things go with you. Let's see what else. Right? It could even be feeling, oh, maybe I need to stay away from pile number 2 right now, especially if there's been something that's happened between the two of us. Okay. What are their feelings towards you? We have reconciliation. And it says, want to work things out. They will return. And it says there's unfinished business. And then we have against time. And it says rushing before it's too late, took a long time, or even walking on thin ice. So what are their feelings towards you? Okay, so we have unlocking here. It says locked doors are opening, removing blockages, and also love is coming. And then we have work here, and it says focused on work, working hard and long hours, or love at work. So some of you, this could even be a work situation. They could be distracting themselves with work, with other things kind of happening within their life. Okay. But yeah, I'm just kind of seeing this mixed energy here of reconciling, letting go, wait and see. The hurtful behavior can be this person being someone who's very guarded towards you, shuts you out. Okay, so what I want to do is look at what you can expect from this person, like what is coming next for this connection. what is coming next for this connection for pile 2? What is coming next for this connection? Page of Pentacles. We have Justice. Okay. So to me, this almost in a way is that there is this new beginning that's happening for you and this person, where justice is brought to this situation. Okay, if there's been any type of differences, disagreements, fights, arguments, this person is kind of bringing things into balance, okay, doing the right thing. And for some of you, that is reconciliation, right? They feel that there's unfinished business with you. The Page of Pentacles is also this eagerness that we have to plant the seed for something new, right? So we've got Libra energy here, so Earth sign energy. What is coming next for this connection for pile 2? We have the Eight of Swords, okay? So the Eight of Swords energy is a lot of negative thoughts, negative thinking, that either you can have, this person can have. We have the Devil energy here. Some of you, I feel like this person is working towards trying to resolve this with you. We have the Two of Wands in reverse. There's still this instability, this energy of instability that's kind of surrounding this for some of you. Some of you are going to be met with what is next with this person having negative thoughts about trying to resolve the situation with you. It could be that they're allowing these negative thoughts or even fears to kind of get in the way, where they still kind of put the wall up, the boundaries. There's still this uncertainty and instability surrounding what is next for the future. So it could be that you notice that things are really unpredictable at this time, that you can't really depend on the person or the situation of how things are going to turn out. More I feel like what you're needing to do in this situation is go with the flow. Okay, was just kind of letting things unfold the way that they're meant to, especially with us having the Wheel of Fortune there. Okay, not all of you that chose this pile are going to find resolution with this person, but for some of you, I am seeing that you will. Okay, we have the Moon at the bottom of the deck. So yeah, some of you, I'm feeling it's kind of like you could find that this person and you are still having these issues where you can't really depend, because it could be that this person's energy continues to fluctuate and continues to hide their feelings out of fear, their own negative thinking. And for some of you, I see is that you will notice that this person will be able to move beyond their fears, their insecurities. The Seven of Wands energy can also be about perseverance, and that's facing the obstacles and the challenges that are there, right? And being able to move past them, right? Having kind of improvement kind of breeze into the situation between you and this person. So some of you, I'm seeing a positive change. Some of you, it may feel kind of like you're stuck in this cycle with this person. So those of you that kind of notice this person's energy like that, I feel like, of course, you have to also set your own boundaries, right? You cannot wait for someone forever to get their you-know-what together. But if you notice that this has kind of been like ongoing and ongoing and ongoing, and you've been dealing with the situation with this person for like years, that may be also kind of like a wake-up call for you, right? If this is something that you need to move beyond or leave behind for your own sanity. Okay? But yeah, some of you, I'm seeing that there is resolution being brought, balance being brought back into the situation, or this person and you really work towards transforming this relationship and able to kind of move it out of that pattern, of that cycle that you guys have been stuck in. But for others of you, I'm kind of seeing where you're still having these issues with this person. Okay, so that will be a need to really kind of look within yourself to see whether or not this is a situation that you feel is better for you to let go of. Okay, and I feel like you will know that intuitively based off of the person's actions, what they're doing, how they're showing you they either do or they don't want the connection here. So let's get a little bit more. What is coming next for this connection for pile 2? What connects that? What is next for this connection Okay, so we have beauty here, and it says intimidated by your beauty. Your beauty stands out, and we also have physical attraction here. What is coming next in this connection for pile 2? We also have wish come true, and it says wish fulfillment, all that you ever wanted. Dream girl, dream boy, like I said, for some of you, this working out. We also have a phone call here, expression of interest, wanting to talk, and it says communication is key. And then we also have knowing the path. And it says aligning with your purpose, accepting your story, and on the right track. Okay? So that can mean different things for each of you, right? Because part of you may feel like I do have this, this call coming in from this person, and it could either be good news, it could be not so good news. It could be that they're still stuck in the same pattern of behavior and nothing's really changing. So that yes, this person is in alignment with me, or no, they're not, and I need to kind of separate myself and kind of go my separate ways and keep myself open to other love, new love that could be coming in for this connection. So let's get one more. What is coming for Peltzer's connection with their person? We have fights, okay? So some of you, it could be still dealing with challenges, conflict that is there, okay? So I'm going to leave it here for you. Pile number 2. I hope this was helpful for you guys, and I will see you in the next reading. Hi, Pile 3. So for those of you that resonated with the Soul Cats Tarot, this is going to be a reading today, and we're finding out how your person acts versus how they actually feel towards you. So their actions versus their feelings. And then also we're going to look at what is coming next for your connection with this person. Let's see, pile 3. Okay, so we're going to take a look at how they act towards you first. And if this part doesn't really fit, you might want to choose a different pile, okay? So pile 3, how does your person act towards you? How does your person act towards you? Pile 3, how do they act towards you? Okay, so we do have the 8 of Wands. How do they act towards you? We also have the Hermit. We have Temperance. We have Justice. How do they act towards you? And then we also have the 2 of Cups. Okay. So the first thing that I'm kind of getting, and I'm seeing the 4 of Cups at the bottom, so we'll talk about that in a second, but I'm looking at this 2 of Cups here, and I'm seeing how there are these 2 fish in cups. The 2 of Cups can be like soulmate energy, okay? So it can be that this person acts towards you, that they feel a strong emotional bond or emotional connection towards you. But I'm also noticing that even though we have these 2 cups that are each in their own cup, to me, there's also this separation here. So some of you could literally be that there is separation of this person is acting like, I don't know, I'm just getting from the Hermit that some of you, this person could be someone who isolates themselves away from you, okay? So I am getting a little bit of separation here for some of you. And I'm just kind of noticing that each fish is kind of sitting in its own water here. And so to me, that kind of gives this element of separation that's here. Maybe the 2 of you haven't really talked or expressed feelings, emotions, even though you may feel that there's a strong connection between the 2 of you. And this person may also be just kind of acting like, yes, I do feel like we have a strong bond, a strong connection towards each other. And then with us having the 4 of Cups kind of here, the 4 of Cups can be about rejection. It can be about a feeling of indifference or someone who's choosing to miss out on an opportunity. So it could be that they've pushed you away, they've rejected you. I'm noticing how this little cat is laying down on on the, looks like the rocks with the dirt here, and there's this cup that is kind of spilled over. All of the cups are empty. They look like they're empty. Yeah, but these 4 cups that are here, it just makes me feel like for somebody, this person is someone who's not even kind of like acting like they're focused on the connection at times. They could push you away. They could be someone who is feeling maybe even a little bit lost right now and really trying to find out really what it is that they want. So sometimes they can give you this impression of feeling, wow, we have a really strong connection here. You know, we balance each other out. You know, there's very much this energy of soulmate coming through with the Two of Cups. Okay? Some type of soul connection or partnership if this person acts like they feel towards you. Yeah, I'm just kind of getting a really balanced energy here. Temperance, justice, which is about balance, fairness. You know, seeing you as kind of like their equal here. Honesty, maybe they feel, and acting like they really trust this connection at times. But I feel like with the Hermit energy here, for some of you, this person could be acting like they want time alone, or they need space, or they need time to think, they need time for themselves. So at other times, they can make you feel like, does this person even want me? Does this person even want this connection? Because of this Four of Cups, you know? And this is kind of what I've noticed across the board with all the piles, is that there is this energy here coming through today with the person's actions, is that they're showing you that they are interested. They're showing there's interest there. But then there's a part of them that is just kind of like pulling back, withdrawing. You know, maybe like their true feelings are not really aligning with the actions that they're showing you, you know, or vice versa. Let's see, what else am I seeing here? Yeah, I'm just kind of getting this energy here where your person with the Hermit is isolating themselves. You know, trying to find answers within themselves. Maybe they've told you that they needed healing, or that they like alone time, or that some of you could even be literally in separation from this person. And I almost kind of feel, looking at this Temperance card here, there's this cup that has this water that's kind of overflowing out of the cup. And this other cup here that has this, what looks like fire, right? So the balance, the opposites here, the fire and water, but also this passionate energy this person does feel towards you, and the emotions that they feel towards you. They definitely feel this emotional connection. And the way that they're acting could be showing you that they are, I feel like, interested with the Two of Cups. They're acting like they're interested. They're acting like they have feelings. They're acting like they have an emotional connection to you. They're acting like you guys have a really balanced connection with each other. For some of you, I'm just getting this withdrawal, or this detachment, or this isolating themselves away from you. Right? For some of you with that Eight of Wands energy, it could be that this person is acting like they want to talk to you, they want to communicate, they want to take things and move things forward in the connection. So let's look at what their actual feelings are. We've got Libra, Sagittarius, Virgo, Cancer, Sagittarius. Okay, so let's see, pile 3. What are their actual feelings towards you? What are their actual feelings towards you? Okay, so we have the Page of Cups. Okay, so there are romantic feelings that are there. Okay, King of Wands, this person being very attracted to you. Okay, they feel like you guys have some pretty insane chemistry with each other. Okay, they can find you extremely attractive. Let's see what else. What are their actual feelings here? Knight of Pentacles. And I feel like with the Knight of Pentacles energy here, that this person is feeling like It's almost feeling like they need to kind of move things very slowly, planning things out, being very cautious with how they allow this connection to progress moving forward. But I do feel like there is commitment in their heart with this person being committed to you on an emotional level. What are their feelings? Okay, so we do have the Death card, and then we also have the Page of Pentacles. Let's actually get one more. What are their actual feelings towards you? And this one wants to come out too. Okay, and then we have the Five of Wands. So the Five of Wands energy can talk about some type of conflict or challenge, that this person maybe feels between the two of you. And I'm looking at the Wheel of Fortune here, and the Wheel of Fortune can be about something that is quite unpredictable, because the Wheel of Fortune is something that is ruled, by universe. This is fate, destiny, karma. And we don't really know what hand we're going to be dealt with the Wheel of Fortune. It's kind of just us having to go with the flow with life through the cycles that we go through. And sometimes those cycles that we go through can really be really positive. Sometimes they can be really negative, depending on what type of, decisions or actions that we also take with things. But yeah, I'm feeling that with this Page of Cups energy here, that I'm almost kind of getting, for some of you, this person could have issues with emotional immaturity, okay? For others of you, it is new feelings, new emotions that are here, okay? So for some of you, it can be quite a fairly new connection in which this Page of Cups makes sense, because the page is really about, the sweet little romantic feelings, gestures, flirting, courting someone, feeling very romantic and just kind of like in the clouds with the Page of Cups. We do have Pisces energy here, Scorpio, Leo, Aquarius, Taurus. Okay. I'm also seeing Aries energy here. So it just makes me feel like this person does have these romantic feelings. And let's just say, for those of you where you already have a history with this person, you've been dating them for a while, you guys have been in a situationship for a while. To me, what they're looking at, and especially if that is the case, like if you've have quite a bit of history with this person, of a connection with them, looking at the Page of Cups, those of you in that situation, the page is not so much a huge emotional investment, because the page is more something that is the beginning of something, the starting of something. So if you've been feeling, say, like a certain way for this person for a long time, and you've invested a lot of yourself into this, to me, looking at this with the page, is that your person doesn't have a whole lot of emotional investment here, right? Because you would expect that if this person and you have known each other longer, or that you've been dealing with this person a while, that their feelings would have really grown and developed more, right? Not that of a page. And for those of you where it's something new, that's completely different. This is expected with the Page of Cups, for someone to have those beginning puppy love kind of romantic type of feelings. It's something, maybe a little bit more positive for you, versus those of you where you've been with this person and it's been a while, it's been a long time, and to me, that isn't a lot of emotional investment. I'm getting, like, for some of you, this person could feel, I feel like, because we have the King of Wands here, it's almost like the passionate energy for some of you, the passionate energy this person feels towards you outweighs the actual emotional investment they're putting in. Okay? And I feel like you'll know if you're in that situation, right? If when you guys see each other, if there's hooking up, or there's, things like that, dealing with intimacy and infatuation, and, the person is not doing a lot of dating you, or putting in the work, then your dynamic and the connection with this person could be very different, where they're all about the, say, more passionate energy, if you understand what I'm saying, versus the emotional investment that they're making into you, right? But they could be acting like, oh, we have a connection here. I'm so into you. I want this. So really take that how it resonates. But I am seeing a little bit of a difference here for some of you, where this person is more about the looks and the superficial and not a lot of emotional investment, right? Where for others of you, if this is like someone new, like I said, then it could be that they do feel like they're acting like they have a really strong emotional bond connection to you. But I feel like they could be allowing some type of conflict to get up in between the two of you. Some of you might quite literally be that they feel that there is differences between the two of you, or that there's really incompatibility that are there, where they may be acting like, oh yeah, everything's fine, everything's good, we're both in alignment, but really what they're feeling is that there are some challenges, right? Maybe both of you are on two different pages, or you could be wanting two different things for your life, right? You could be telling this person, hey, you know what, I want to get married, I want to have a family, I want to settle down, I'm ready for this, and they're telling you, yes, that's exactly what I want to. But on the other side of that, what they're really feeling here is that, hey, you know what, maybe we're not on the same page, right? The Page of Pentacles to me is also not quite a lot of commitment into something. The pages to me, the pages can represent immaturity, right? In whatever particular suit that is. So with the Pentacles energy here, this is about something that is real, something that is tangible, which would mean a committed partnership, right? And if you think about the differences between what a page, say, would offer you, right? This is our offer from the page versus the offer that a King of Pentacles would give to you. Right? That's a big difference. This is a page giving you, here, I'm going to call you every once in a while, and we'll go out and see each other every once in a while, where the king is like, I am ready to invest my life. Let's plan our life together. Let me show you that I'm interested in this and I want this, right? So some of you, the way that this person is feeling here is that, they could be feeling of wanting to invest the time and energy into having something with you, but easing so slowly into it, because we've got this Knight of Pentacles energy here. The Knight of Pentacles is very cautious, okay? They're going to think very methodically about how they're planning every step moving forward with things. And so with the Death card here, for some of you, it could be that this person feels that maybe if these challenges or differences between you and them are enough, they could be allowing that conflict to tell them, hey, maybe you know what, maybe I should just cut things off, with pile number 3. So I'm definitely getting a lot of different kind of scenarios in this pile here. Some of you, like I said, I feel like this person has more of less of an emotional connection, more of superficial, like all about the intimacy, all about the, superficial type of energy felt between the two of you, where they could be acting like, yes, we are perfect, we are soulmates, we are, we're perfect for each other, but then also kind of feeling, I do feel a little bit lost, I need time for myself, I'm isolating myself. Others of you, I'm also getting this situation here as well, where this person with the King of Wands energy here feels so drawn to you. So drawn to you. Your connection may have been something that really helped them to change and to transform and to be able to kind of look at life and move beyond the challenges and the obstacles. I'm definitely getting like healing, transformation, coming from this pile here as well. And for some of you, maybe it is that your person with the page here, that their feelings are there, but they have some difficulties with being able to truly express their deepest heart of hearts towards you, okay? Because the page can talk about emotional immaturity, right? Someone who could have feelings, but they're maybe, some blockages surrounding them being able to learn how to fully express themselves, with what it is that they're truly feeling here. So I do want to clarify just a little bit here, especially with this page. Okay. We've got the Page of Wands. Let's see. What is this? King of Wands here. Yeah, I'm feeling the attraction this person feels to you is really, really strong here. Okay. Let's see, what is this Knight of Pentacles? You know, and maybe it takes time, because sometimes when we meet people, you know, maybe at first we are someone who's very drawn to them because we think they're hot, we think they're attractive, and then the feelings catch up later, you know? So take that however that resonates, but these are the energies that I've got kind of feeling coming through here. Now, with the Three of Wands, for some of you, I'm seeing this as your person kind of already planning, thinking about future, right? Seeing what's potential for you and them to happen. I do feel like with the Knight of Pentacles, this person is also someone who's being very cautious and careful about how things progress with the two of you. The Eight of Cups energy is really about someone who's choosing to withdraw. Okay? They may feel that you guys have a really strong connection with each other, or acting like you guys have a really strong bond with each other. But deep inside, they may also feel like, is this what I really want? Okay, because we do see the Hermit here. The Eight of Cups does lead into the Hermit energy, 8, 9. Okay, the Eight of Cups is about us setting out on a journey of discovering the self. Okay, so if your person is acting like, wow, we have this amazing connection together, it's so balanced, it's so healing, it's so this, it's so that, but I still don't know what I want. I don't know if, even if we have and acting like this connection is everything to me, I still have to find myself, right? So that can be some of the resistance that you're feeling with this person, is that even though you may feel like the connection that you have with them is super strong and that you're so drawn to each other, that this person is still kind of showing some resistance here with you, because they're still trying to figure themselves out. They're still trying to figure out what it is that they truly want, even though, you know, the attraction, the intensity may be insane between the two of you. Okay? Let's see, why is the Death card here? And we've got the Six of Pentacles. Okay. Yeah, for some of you, I'm feeling like this person is feeling that they're not sure if they are able to give you what it is that you're truly deserving of at this time. And I feel like it's because they feel like they need to work on themselves. Okay? Because the Six of Pentacles is all about reciprocity, equal give and take in a partnership. So for some of you, it could be this person feels that they are not able to give you maybe the commitment and the stability that you're really looking for at this time. Right? So in that case, that Five of Wands could really be that there are some challenges with this connection, or that they're feeling that there are some differences or even incompatibility, right? Because you guys could be wanting two different things at this time. So they may feel, is it better for me to end this connection until I'm at a place in my life where I'm able to give pile number 3 something that is balanced, right? Let's see, why is the Page of Pentacles here? And we have the Ten of Swords in reverse. So this person may also be really focused on their healing right now, okay, themselves. What is this? We've got the String card. Okay. Yeah, so part of me feels like this person is kind of holding themselves back here. Okay. Really trying to understand, I feel like, also their own feelings, their own emotions. So let's get into our oracle messages. We're going to first look up here how this person is acting versus how they're feeling. So let's look at this first. How are they acting towards you? We have turbulence here, and this is arguments, tension, and maybe even things a little bit stressful. So how are they acting towards you? We have soul growth here. And it says nourishment, self-focused, and self-ascension, right? So that could be maybe not necessarily that they're ignoring you or avoiding you, but you just kind of feel that their energy is more maybe sort of say towards themselves right now. Okay? How are they acting? We have separation for some of you, sadness, bitterness, missing you, thinking about you, and also uncertain of the future. How are they acting towards pile 3? Right? And if you guys are literally having turbulence with the way that they're acting right now, maybe there's no contact. You know, we have the runner here, and it says a fear of intimacy, running away, intensity, and then letting go, turmoil, and then fleeting, right? So the first sign of trouble, issues, the person runs for some of you, okay? Or when things get really intense. So how are they acting? We have commitment, vows, promises, fidelity, right? So they could be at times, you know, moving towards commitment. Other times it could be that they're running away from it with the fear of intimacy here, showing you their actions. They're showing you that they could be avoiding it altogether, maybe feeling stressed, or maybe even creating their own turmoil in the connection between the two of you, right? When it comes to talking about commitment with you. Okay, so let's look at how they're feeling here. How are they actually feeling towards you? Pile 3. We have a date, and it says getting back out there, meeting someone new, setting a date, and dating online. We also have sunglasses here, watching, looking, perception, and also stalking here. So some of you, it could be that this person is feeling, I mean, they could, if you guys are separated right now, they could be dating other people. They could be wanting to date you, right? The feeling of wanting to date you. They could be stalking you, especially because they're separated. This person could be looking at your social media, you know, wanting to reach out to you. Maybe they have. For some of you, they've already been in the situation where they've already withdrawn. They've already walked away. They've already ended things because they were not able to give you that same energy. Okay? So what are their feelings towards you? Pile 3. We've got boredom, and it says blank, shallow, and superficial. Okay? So this can be if this person, like I said, with that 5 of Wands, even though there could be a strong emotional bond or connection, there could be some incompatibility here. Okay? And that may be the case with the boredom here. The blank, the shallow, superficial. Like I said, for some of you, I am getting, because of that King of Wands, that it is more about superficial stuff to them than them actually putting in the emotional investment. And if that is the case, they could be, you know, rejecting you, pushing you away, showing you that they're disinterested towards you. They could literally be feeling bored, right? Wanting to date someone else for some of you. Let's see what else. What are their feelings, their actual feelings? We have tied down, okay? Captive, stuck, and trapped. So they may feel like, you know what? I don't want to get into a commitment. You know, I don't want to be stuck in a situation that makes me feel like I'm trapped, right? So to me, that's also avoidant of the commitment. We have the runner here. What are their actual feelings? We have hypnotized, and it says only you, fixated, attached. So this almost kind of gives me this situation that you're dealing with, is that this person shows you so many different sides of themselves that it is giving you whiplash. That at times this person acts like it's all about you, they're so into you, and this almost makes me feel, because of this King of Wands energy that we saw, right? Because they feel the attraction, they feel the desire, they feel the intensity with that King of Wands energy, but not so much emotional investment, right? So there could be codependency, obsessive energy they have, attachment that they feel towards you, right? All this superficial stuff, right? Where we feel that maybe even lustful type of energy towards someone, but we're not really putting our heart into it. And that's kind of what I'm getting for some of you with this person, is that if they're acting like at one time they're hypnotized by you and they're drawn, and it could be that's what you guys find for some of you in your connection with the person, is that you guys break apart, you guys pull away from each other, but then the passion and the chemistry that you feel kind of brings you right back together. But then it's back to square one again. It's like, where's the emotional component to it? Where is the commitment coming into it? And it could be coming together solely, say, for like intimacy, you know, things of that nature. But then as soon as things start to get, they look like they're kind of going to move towards commitment, the person's out the door, right? Back to feeling, you know, I don't want to feel stuck. I don't want to feel trapped here. Okay. We also have the Phoenix here, and it says new phase, rekindling, renewal, and growth, changed mind, and also rising from the ashes. Now, some of you, I feel like this person, especially with the attachment here and the stalking, for some of you, if this person is not, to me, it's like there's a strong attachment between you and this person that they feel, almost like they can't let you go. They can't cut you off. They can't, no matter how much they try to avoid the connection, it's kind of like they always find themselves coming right back to you. You know, to me, this tied down here with the captive, stuck, and trapped, if they are kind of obsessively thinking about it, it could be that their mind is just going and going and going with, you know, these thoughts that they have about you, where they feel like they cannot, as much as they try to pull away, it kind of brings them back in, right? With this person kind of feeling uncertain about what the future does hold. For some of you, the Phoenix here, if you're broken up with this person, it could be that they're still looking at you, right? They're still kind of wanting to see, you know, if you still care, if you're still invested, or if you still want to be with them. Do you want to date them? And maybe looking towards renewal of the relationship for some of you. Okay, so take these how they resonate, because all of you are going to be in so many different situations with your person. Take what fits. If it doesn't fit, don't try to force it. But let's get some more information. We're going to look again at the feelings here, because this is what you would really want to understand. Okay, so what is Pal 3's person's true feelings? How are they actually feeling? We have a Dawn 1. Okay, now for some of you, it could be that your person is literally a player. They are someone who dates other people. There's someone who doesn't want to settle down. Right? We have get back out there, meeting someone new, and boredom. So if your person is acting like towards you that you guys have a real connection, you guys have a solid bond with each other, and then as soon as you start talking about commitment, they run away, and then they get bored, and then they feel like they want to date someone else. Some of you could literally be dealing with that person. Okay? So let's see. What are their actual feelings? We have leaving the past. And if you are a part of this person's past, it could be leaving it behind, right? This reminds me of the Judgment card of the Phoenix. So it could be looking back to our past to decide if it's something that we want to continue, or is it something that we want to cut off and move on from, right? So for some of you, if this person is someone who wants to date other people, you know, is commitment phobic, you know, and they could be deciding to leave, right? Leave the connection. Let's see what else. Choose themselves. We have walking away. Okay, that's what their feeling is here. It's leaving the past, and like I said, if you are part of their past, you dated them in the past, their feeling here is they're wanting to walk away. Okay. We also have unconventional. Okay, which means that their feeling is that they don't want a traditional type of commitment with you. Right? It could be that your connection maybe is very unconventional, outside the norm, right? Not what we would deem as normal committed partnership. Something very different, something very unique, maybe something very casual, right? Friends with benefits, situationship, you know, any other type of unconventional type of connection with you. Okay? Maybe they're not looking for something serious as, you know, commitment, marriage, things of that nature, that they just feel like, I don't want to have and be tied into that type of connection. Okay? So what are their true feelings? We have fears. And then we also have guarded. Okay? So to me, it kind of looks like this person's feelings are more guarded than anything else. This person more avoidant or more fearful than actually wanting to, you know, try and work things out. You know, they may not be looking for anything serious right now, choosing to walk away, choosing to explore other options. For some of you is what I'm getting with this person not being serious. Like I said, to me, it's like this person doesn't really have that full-on emotional investment that they really should have, especially for those of you where you've invested so much of your time and energy into this person. The emotional investment is not there. For those of you where, like I said, where it's something new, you know, the Page of Cups is to be expected because it's something new, it's fun, it's flirty, it's, you know, courting and stuff like that. However, you are dealing with someone who you notice that they keep pulling away and they're avoiding talking about commitment. They could be someone who's kind of still on the prowl, you know, looking for other people, wanting to date new people because they don't feel settled. And remember, we're looking at the Eight of Cups under here and the Hermit, okay, which also tells me that this person may be feeling a little bit lost. So they, even if they're dating other people, they may not necessarily find what they're looking for. And I feel like it's more so because they have to find it within themselves first. Okay? They have to really discover who they are, what they want. They need to find themselves and figure it out, because otherwise you can date this person, that person, this person, and still feel like, I still don't know. I still haven't found it. I still feel empty. I still feel void, within myself. And for some of you, I feel like that's kind of what your person is kind of going through. Okay. So what I want to do, I want to look at what is coming next for you with this connection. Okay. What is coming next for pile 3? What is coming next for pile 3 and their connection with this person? What is coming next? Okay. So we've got the 5 of Wands, which is dealing with conflict, challenges, differences, incompatibility for some of you. Okay. Let's see what else. And I'm sorry, there's a dog barking outside. It is not my dog. It is a neighbor's dog, but I can hear him, and hopefully you cannot. We've got the 6 of Cups. What is coming next for pile number 3's connection? The 6 of Pentacles. What is coming next? We also have the Queen of Wands. What is coming next for pile 3's connection with their person? 10 of Wands. We have the 3 of Wands. Queen of Swords. And then we have the 5 of Swords. Okay, so not the greatest energy. With the 5 of Swords, we have 5 of Swords, 5 of Wands here. Both of these can talk about challenges, conflict, changes, differences, incompatibility, conflict that's happening either within you, within your person, conflict that is blocking the two of you, I feel like, from really kind of coming together here. The 6 of Cups energy to me here, for some of you, it is a lot of nostalgia, a lot of memories coming up for you with this person. For some of you, it could even be that the two of you, do spend some time with each other. And this person shows you with the Queen of Wands energy here that they are interested. There's passion, there's desire there. But to me, the 3 of Wands energy here is kind of like you're still waiting for some of you, just kind of still waiting for something to happen. And I'm looking at the 7 of Cups at the bottom of the deck. The 7 of Cups is about options, choices. Now, for some of you, we saw the Dawn 1 here. So it could literally be that your person is someone who is dating other people. They could be feeling confused. You could be feeling confused. There could be a lot of kind of being in your head about this connection, a lot of fantasizing, a lot of illusions. The 10 of Wands energy to me is also about your person kind of holding themselves back. It could be that this is a very long, a draining type of situation between you and this person, because there's so much conflict that is kind of surrounding this person being able to give their full time, energy, attention into this connection for you. So some of you, what's happening next is there's still distance here. There's still distance, there's still conflict, there's still challenges. The Queen of Swords energy could be that maybe you say straight out to this person, this is what I'm looking for, this is what I want. The Queen of Swords is all about being, sometimes brutally honest, speaking our truth, using our voice. For some of you, it could be that this person is someone who stays kind of very closed off, maybe acting like they don't have feelings, acting like they don't care, being very guarded, cutting you off. The 5 of Swords could literally be this person arguing, fighting, starting, bringing up arguments here, because we have turbulence, right? Arguments, tension, things being stressful for you with this person. And so it could be that if they are someone who has a tendency to self-sabotage, that if they're not sure about their own feelings and about what they want, they could even be starting things with you, right? Because they're trying to avoid and run away from taking maybe accountability for decisions and things of that nature. So yeah, I'm not really seeing that there's too much kind of happening that you can expect that is like super way different from this person's pattern of behavior. I would say pay attention to what this person is showing you. If they're not showing you that they're putting the time, the energy, the focus into you, making you a priority in your life, then don't get yourself stuck, I feel like, in a fantasy or an illusion with this person. See things, see the truth of the situation with how they're really showing you they're acting. If you're someone that told them, hey, I'm looking for commitment, this is what I want, and this person is constantly playing games and not really showing you that they're putting forth the effort, and they're being very guarded with you, and acting like, if you know that they're dating other people and they're just kind of all over the place, then you also have to kind of make that decision for yourself as well, especially with this person kind of feeling they want something that is unconventional. And if you are someone who's wanting something more traditional from this person, the two of you may not necessarily be in alignment right now, okay, or ever, depending on what you can kind of gather from this person's personality, their actions, and what they show you here. Okay, so let's see what else, pile 3, what is coming next for this connection. So be discerning, right? Be discerning with this person's behavior. We have gossip here. It says gossiping about you, worried others will talk, and heard rumors about you. Okay, so somebody that could literally be a situation here. We also have waiting, okay? Holding on to hope, not taking action, a standstill, and delays. Okay, so that's kind of what I was saying with this message here, is that you're just waiting for this person. We have forbidden fruit, and it says desired but dangerous, not socially acceptable, tempting and alluring. Now, for some of you, because we did have the unconventional there, maybe it is something that goes against religion, culture, parents' beliefs, outside influence that could be blocking this connection too. Okay, so what is coming next? We also have unrequited. Okay, so it says one-sided love, not enough attraction, or feelings are not mutual. Okay, so that's kind of where we're seeing the person's acting like, maybe acting like you guys have a strong bond with each other, but their feelings are very different, right? Yeah, so to me, this is kind of like a one-sided situation with the unrequited. And then we have out in the cold at the bottom, feeling rejected, isolation, loneliness, and also scarcity mindset. Could literally be this person abandoning you, abandoning the connection. Okay, we have dating here also, and it says ready to start dating, meeting new love interests, and getting over someone. Okay, now that could be something that you're choosing to do, or even something that this person is doing. Okay, especially if they're feeling that they're not choosing to be with you because of culture, because of religion, because of what family says or what friends will say, right? Especially if there's gossip here and you guys have maybe a very unconventional type of connection. It could be maybe this is someone's cousins, friends, sisters, brothers, I don't know, but just kind of like a thing where, what is family going to say? I shouldn't be dating this person, or because our culture is different, our religion is different, our values are, things are different. So yeah, to me, like I said, I don't really see that this is much that's changing. I'm also seeing friend zone here. Okay, so it can even be that this person kind of friend zones you, you friend zone them. There's abandonment here, one-sided love situation, the other person not putting in the same energy as you, right? The person choosing not to go for it, especially if you're in a forbidden, maybe love situation and you're just kind of waiting and there's no action that's really happening. Maybe the person is super concerned with what other people will say, what other people will think, okay? Where they allow the feeling of defeat or conflict or other people getting involved to kind of rule what they will do. Okay, so I'm going to leave it here for you, pile number 3. I hope this was helpful for you guys, and I will see you in the next reading.